wabarakatuh. My name is Rodiah. I'm from class 7B, and this video show about how me as a teacher teaching in the class in the future. Okay, I bring the material about the narrative text, recount text, description text, and announcement. And I will explain about the definition, social function, generic structure, and other. Okay, I think enough. Let's go to the video. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, my student. How are you? Okay, I'm very well, thank you. Have you ever breakfast? No? Why no? Okay, I hope all of you must breakfast every morning, because if you breakfast every morning, you can get focus if you learn. Okay, before we start our lesson today, let's pray to our God first and pray start. Okay, finish. Alhamdulillah. I have some rules for you, and you must follow the rules. The first, you cannot sleep if I show my PPT. I explain the material, you cannot sleep, okay? The second, you cannot talk with your friend, okay? And if you want to outside the class, you have 3 minutes, 3 until 5 minutes. And the next, I give you point if you active in the class and you give the question, answer the question, and others. And I give you reward, like you cannot need to join the examination because I have point for you. Okay? Are you agree with me? Do you agree with me? Okay, good. Thank you. Do you see my PowerPoint? Okay, nice. So, I will ask you the material about narrative text. Anyone to explain the definition about the narrative text before I explain? Anyone to explain? Yes, Vivi Aulia. Okay, good. Give applause to Vivi Aulia. The next? Yes, Astria Ningsih? Okay, good. Give applause to Astria Ningsih. Yes, narrative text is a part of text in English, right? Okay, I will start. I will ask again. Before we continue, what is the definition narrative? I will ask you, do you like reading? Yes, Vivi? Yes, do you like reading? You like reading because you like reading. What makes you like the reading? Yes, that's right, because you can get the information if you like reading. Another student, do you like reading? Yes, Hanifa? Why you don't like reading? Oh, I know, because reading make you sleep, right? Okay, it's okay. Another student? Yeah, Rusdi? You like reading? Okay, good. What book do you like? Novel. Okay, it's okay. Okay, if you like reading the story, let's mention some story that you know. Okay, we can mention the story. This is kind of story that is familiar. I think all of you know what this story about. The first, Cinderella, Maling Kundang, Tangkuban Perahu, Snow White, and so on. I think all of you can watch this story in television, maybe in your smartphone and others. Uh, this is kind of story that familiar for you. Okay. After I explain to you why we like reading, why we must like reading, I can give you video about this material. Let's watch this video that carefully, and after that I will ask you, okay? after you finish watch this video, I will ask you what the information that you get from this video. Anyone to answer? I will give you point. Yes, Winda? Okay, good. Give applause to Winda. Another? What the information that you get? Yeah, Rusdi? Okay, good. Give applause to Rusdi. Okay, Ilham? Yes, excellent. Give applause. Okay, and what the message from this video? Anyone to explain again what the message? Yes, Agung? Yes, that's right. Give applause. Yes, Astrianingsi? Can you give the message from this video, from the story? Yes, that's right. Give applause. Okay, this is video tell about narrative. Okay, in the video tell about the definition of narrative, general structure of narrative, and social function of the narrative. And this is video have a message. We as a people cannot arrogant. Okay, we as a people cannot arrogant. And if you want to something, you must study hard. You must work hard. We can see like a turtle. She always work hard because she want to win. Okay, that's right. Okay. So if you like the reading, you can get the many benefit if you like reading, because we can get the information, we can know what happened in this world, right? I think I hope all of you like reading. Okay, I will continue the material. So today we will learn about the narrative text, same in the previous video tell about the narrative. This is definition of narrative. Anyone to read the definition in narrative? Yeah, Rani Sari Putri, you want read this narrative, the definition? Okay, let's read. Yes, okay, thank you. I will explain again. This is the definition of narrative. So, narrative text is a part of genre. Narrative is the text which tells something. In the other words, narrative is created by someone for telling the story. We can underline for telling the story. So, narrative text is created by someone to telling the story. The next, it is including into fiction story. The purpose of this text, so to assume or to entertain the readers and the listeners. So this is purpose from the narrative text to entertain the readers and the listeners. Narrative text is also have the generic structure, same as the another kind of text. So in the previous video also tell about the generic structure. The next we can explain about the generic structure. Anyone to read general structure? Raise your hand. Yes, Ilham, you can read. Thank you, Ilham. Okay, I will explain again. These are the generic structure of narrative text. There are three general structure from the narrative text. The first, orientation. What is orientation? So, orientation in this part, it will introduce the character in the story. So, in the narrative text, general orientation is introduce the character. Who's the character? In the video before, you can see the character is there are rabbit and turtle and snake and others. So this is the introduce the character in the story, and it can be named, place, and etc. It usually occur in the first of paragraph. So orientation usually in the first paragraph. The next is a complication. Complication is increasing the problem. It can be called climax of the story when the crisis in the rising up. So complication is a problem in the story, like what happened in the story, what the climax of the story. Okay, do you understand? Okay, and the last, resolution. Resolution, it is time to solve the problem. It usually can anti-climax. It means that the problem can be solved. Like this, it means that the problem can be solved. And even bad or good ending. So you can see in the previous video, in the end, the turtle winner. That's right? Yes, this is the resolution. The next kind of narrative. There are many kind of narrative. This is kind of narrative. The first, personal experience, fairy stories, fable, legend, myth, romance, mysteries, science fiction, horror stories, adventure stories, historical narrative, and science of life. Okay, this is kind of narrative. All of you, can you give the example of this kind of narrative? Give the example. Raise your hand. Yes, that's right. In the previous, you can see the story about the turtle and the rabbit. This is kind of fable. You can see tentang cerita binatang yang biasanya digambar berperilaku seperti manusia, like this. Same with the previous video. Okay, another? Anyone to explain? Give the example from this narrative, kind of narrative. Yes, Vivi? Okay, that's right. Give applause. Like fairy stories. The example of fairy stories like Tinkerbell, Snow White, Cinderella, and others. Okay, do you understand? Any question, guys? Rizda Silalahi, you have question, right? What your question? Okay, the example of legends. We can say the example of legend like Malin Kundang. This is the example of legend. Do you understand? Okay, we will continue again. Do you understand? Okay, good. The next, this is the example of narrative text with the generic structure. Okay, this is tell about the Snow White. Do you familiar with this story? Yes. You watch this when you elementary school, right? Okay. Okay. This is have a 3 paragraph. I hope you can read 1 paragraph. Rizda, you can read first paragraph. Muna, you can read second paragraph. And I want the man. Who's the man who want to read these stories? Okay, Sapri. Sapri, the third paragraph. Okay, read the first paragraph. Okay, the second paragraph. Okay, thank you. And the last, Sapri, you can read the third paragraph or the last paragraph. Okay, thank you. This is generic structure of the paragraph. I will read again. When upon the time, there lived a little girl named Snow White. She lived with her aunt and uncle because her parents were dead. One day, she heard her uncle and aunt talking about leaving Snow White in the castle because they both wanted to go to America and they didn't have enough money to take Snow White. Snow White didn't want her uncle and aunt to do this, so she decided it would be best if she ran away. The next morning, she ran away from home when her aunt and uncle were having breakfast. She ran away into the wood. Then she saw a little cottage. She knocked, but no one answered. So she went inside and fell asleep. Meanwhile, she saw dwarfs were coming home from work. They went inside. There they found Snow White sleeping. Then Snow White woke up. She saw the dwarf. The dwarf said, What is your name? Snow White said, My name is Snow White. One of the dwarfs said, If you wish, you may live here with us. Snow White said, Oh, God, thank you. Then Snow White told the dwarfs the whole story, and Snow White and the 7 dwarfs lived happy ever after. Okay, in this story, I found the word dwarf. What the meaning of dwarf? Anyone to answer? What is dwarf? Yes, dwarf it means kurcaci. Okay. So I will explain about the generic structure. The orientation always in the first paragraph, and in this story explain about the name, because this is orientation. This is complication when her uncle and aunt talking about leaving Snow White and she ran away until the wood. This is the climax, the problem. Okay, do you understand? Okay, good. And the last paragraph is resolution. You can see the end. Dwarf live very happy ever after, like this. Dwarf and Snow White happy. Okay, my student, I think all of you understand about the narrative text because I explained before and you understand. And this is the exercise for reading. Read the narrative text about the legend of Lake Toba and complete the following question. Okay, this is the question. You must you must choose one of another answer. You must correct, and the first you must read before you answer the question. Okay, I give you 10 minutes to finish this exercise, and we will check together. Okay. Okay guys, time is up and we will check together your answer. And before we check, maybe you will check your answer to your best friend, your beside friend, and we will check together. And before we check together, I instruct you to read this story. Maybe I will instruct Siti Munawaroh until this, and Sepri the last. This is, you can read. Okay. Okay, let's start Siti Munawaroh. Okay, finish. Thank you. The next, Sepri. Let's read. Okay, thank you. I will read again. So this is about the legend of Lake Toba, and this is kind of. Anyone to answer what this kind of narrative text? Raise your hand. Yes, that's right. This is about the legend. Okay. There was a fisherman who lived in Batak land. His name was Batara Guru Sahala. When he was angling, he caught a fish. He was surprised to find that fish because the fish could talk and it begged to sit in free. He did accordingly. After getting free, the fish changed into a beautiful woman and Sahala fell in love with her. Sahala asked her to marry him, and the woman received him. However, she asked his promise to not to tell anyone to secret that she was once a fish. They were very happy married and got to doctor. It was pity and on Sahala. One day, when he got very angry with his doctor, he forgot his promise and he broke it. He thought his doctors that they were the doctors of a fish. His wife could not forgive his. Suddenly, the earth began to shake and volcans started to erupt. The earth cracked and formed a big hole. People said that the hole became Lake Toba. Okay, let's answer the question. Answer the question by choosing the right one. You only choose one. The first one, what does the text tell about? Okay, anyone to answer? Yes, Hanifa? What the answer? You answer A? Okay, that's right. This is the answer, the story of Lake Toba. Okay, who's the correct? Okay, all of you correct, right? Okay, that's right. Good job. The second, what the generic structure of the first paragraph? What the generic structure? Anyone to answer? Yes, Andre? What your answer? Complication? Oh no, it's wrong. The first paragraph is orientation. In the explanation before, I explained the first paragraph is a introduce character, and this is orientation. But in the complication, it's mean the problem, the climax of the story. Okay, do you understand, Andre? Yes? Okay. The last question. Who is the main character in this story? Who's the main character? Anyone to answer? Raise your hand. Yes, Siti. What's your answer? Yes, that's right. The answer is Sahala and his mother. Okay, who's the answer? Correct. Who's the correct answer? Okay, you incorrect? It's okay. For your homework, I can give you exercise for speaking. Uh, Please find out the narrative text, then you have to retell the story by your own word. Okay, I think you must create your own narrative text and you must retell. You can make a video, and after that you can send your video in Google Classroom and I will check it. Okay, any question, guys? No? Okay, thank you. And I think enough. And before we close this material, I will check your attendance list and I will ask you again about this material and you must answer what I ask. Okay? Are you ready? Okay, we can start. Okay, my student, I will check your attendance list and I will give you some questions. Are you ready? We start from Agung Pranata. Present. Okay. I will ask you. In your opinion, what is narrative text? Can you explain again? Do you know about narrative text, Agung? Okay, you don't understand. But I explained before, but you don't understand. Okay, we check another student. Alfinur Hasana, can you explain again what is narrative text? Yes. Okay, that's right. Good. Give applause to Alfinur Hasana. Okay, thank you, Alfi. The next, Amiratu Soleha. Can you repeat again what is narrative text? Yes. Okay, good. Thank you. The next, Angelina Kusumaningrum. In your opinion, what is narrative text? Yeah, okay. I think all of you know about the narrative text. But I will ask again to Aprilia Farasanti. Aprilia, uh, what is narrative text in your opinion? Okay, excellent. Give applause to Aprilia. Okay, good. The next is Ardi Trisurya. Okay, we can change the question. What there are three general structure in the narrative text. Please mention it. What are? Are you forget? Okay, it's okay. We can check another student. How about Astrianingsi? Can you mention what are the general structure on the narrative text? What? You cannot mention it. Okay, it's okay. The next, Daniel Marulitua. Can you mention what are general structure from narrative text? Yes, that's right. That are introduction. Yes. Okay, good. The next, Destri Ananda. Can you mention? Okay, there are three, yeah, like this. I can show you again. General structure, yes, orientation, complication, and resolution. How about Elisa Pasima? Can you mention it again? Can you repeat again? What are general structure of the narrative text? Yes, good, excellent. The next is Fadila Azahra. Can you explain what is orientation? You don't understand? Are you sure? Okay, we can check another student, yeah. Hanifa Husna, can you explain about the orientation? Okay, that's right. Give applause for Hanifa Husnasari. And the next is Indriani Winingsi. Can you explain again what Hanifa said about the orientation? You don't understand? Can you hear Hanifa say? Or you talking with your friend? Okay, it's okay. The next, Lili Windasari. Can you repeat Hanisa said before about the definition of orientation in narrative text? Yes, that's right. Give applause to Lili Windasari. And the next, Lisa Noviriski. Can you repeat again what Lily said? Yes, that's right. Okay. How about Ilham? Can you repeat again? What is orientation? Okay, that's right. Good. I will change again the question. I will ask Nur Anissa Zakia. What is complication? Yes. Okay, that's right. How about Nurmain Artika? What is complication? Can you repeat again what Anissa said about the complication? You don't understand? Why? Oh, because Lisa talking so faster. Okay, it's okay. I will ask to another student. How about Putri Laila? Can you repeat what Lisa said about the complication? Yes? Yes, that's right. The next, Rani Sari Putri. Can you repeat again what is a complication in narrative text? Yes, I think all of you know, yeah. I can change another question. Reni Ramadhani, what do you think about the resolution? Do you understand? No? Why no? Because you not pay attention to me when I explain, right? Okay, it's okay. The next, Rizda Silalahi, how about you? What is resolution in the narrative text? Can you explain again? Yes, that's right. And after that, Rizky Kusumadewi. Can you repeat again what Rizda said about the resolution? Okay. Yes. Wah, excellent. Give applause to Rizky Kusumadewi. The next, Rusdi Hardiansyah. Can you repeat again what is resolution in narrative text? Yes. Good. The next, Sepri Marta Putra. Can you give the example story from narrative text? Can you give the example? Yes, that's right. Snow White, Cinderella, and others. Okay, the next, Siti Munawaroh. There are many kind of narrative text. Can you mention it? What are? Okay, you only know two. It's okay. What are? Fable and fairy narratives. Okay, it's okay. The next, Tegar Bagasmahan. Can you mention what are the kind of narrative text? You only two? You only know two? Sam Sweet, Siti Munawarah? Okay, it's okay. How about Tri Suhartini? Can you mention again? There are kind of narrative text. Yes, many. Okay. Yes. Okay, that's right. Give applause to Tri Suhartini. And the next is Vivi Aulia. What it's mean about the fable? What is fable? Do you don't understand about the fable? It's okay. We can change another student. How about one Fatira Andre? What do you think about the fable? It's mean the fable. Yes, that's right. Fable it's mean tell about the animals like human. Jadi dia itu binatang yang biasanya digambarkan perilaku seperti manusia, like a human. The next one, Nabela. What the example of the fairy stories? Can you give the example? Yes, that's right. And the last, Winda Tanti Azhar. Can you give the example again about the kind of narrative text? Yes, Cinderella, Snow White, Tangkuban Perahu, Malin Kundang, and others. Okay, I think all of you understand about the narrative text, and I hope you can get the information what I explained today. And I think enough. Sorry for mistake, but the last I ask you, any question, guys? Okay, no. If you don't have a question, I will close the material today. And before we close, please say Hamdalah first. And Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. I think enough. Sorry for a mistake. See you guys in the next meeting. And Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.